All right, I'm back, and so we're gonna steal the fire from this scene to put it in the scene for our tower. So let's do that really quick. How did this work? We have this campfire. I see. So we have our sound effect for it. We have our light for it. We have our animated sprite. We have our GPU particles. Oh, there's a scene. Wait. I'm confused. Scene campfire.blend was on. Oh, I see. So what we did was this is the blend file that has the logs and sticks and rocks, and then we stuck a bunch of stuff inside of it, right? So if we just copy this, and we put it here. And then we move it here. And we play. There you go. Now, is this ultimately what we want? Not necessarily, but it gets the vibe. I guess the downside is that that won't show up in the icon because we're doing this here in Godot and not in the blend file. But what we can do is we can cheat. Also, yeah, there we go. Okay, so just add a plane rotated around the x-axis. 90 degrees. Scale that down, have that go up like so. And then we just want to add a material that is going to be boop boop. We click this. This is something I was reminded of the other day because I was struggling. I think I was struggling with like attaching a texture to a mesh at one point. Image texture, and then we open fire. We'll take this one. This one looks good. And we want alpha, but we don't seem to have alpha. What's up with that? Interesting. Nope, that didn't do anything. Can we... I see. Okay. Delete that. Drag this alpha to here. And let's look at this. Hey, there we go. All right. That's progress. Hey, Judimus. Hello. Just made it late. All right. Sorry, I need to check in. We're trying to get a lunch order going, and that means I need to actually add something to the order. You can't see what I'm ordering though. But how's it going? How's your Sunday going? Nice to see you. You got some writing in. Slow, but that's all right. Got some writing in. Nice. Are you? Is this like? What kind of writing? Are you writing a book? Is this for fun? For work? I'm doing all right. I finished my coffee, my 2 shots of espresso that I normally do in the morning, a little while ago, and other than being distracted by getting this lunch order going, making some progress on the game. You know, it's we were doing some coding stuff earlier, but now trying to, you know, deal with Blender and all that. It's a thing. How do we just scale the mesh? Be like this, like so. Oh, for fun and devil and sci-fi and fun. Nice. I have a bunch of stuff that I put together. It's actually it is basically the not even an outline, but some scenes and some backgrounds for a novel that is the basis for the game I eventually want to make. So not this game, but I have a kind of sci-fi, Blade Runner, noir game idea. The game is called Unbounded, at least tentatively, based around that kind of idea for the novel, or at least set in the same universe. But so the game idea I have is actually doesn't directly tie in with the ideas for the novel, but it's set in the same setting. But yeah, Blender is fun. Agreed. So here I'm just like sticking a fixed image here, and then we'll go back to layout. And then I guess I want to rotate this so that it rotate it around Z so that it faces the camera. And I think we need to do something with it. Let's see, diffuse transmission, emission. We want it to emit some light. Oops. Can we pick that? No. Kind of a reddish orangish light. Okay. And then dial up the strength. So the problem is doing that washes out the oh right, so this needs to yeah, sounds cool. I have game ideas for some of the stories. Nice. Sorry, I need to add something else to order. Boop, 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 boop. Sure. All right. Okay. Is the order placed? So I can get back to this. Okay, yes it is. Alright. So, I mean, this is fine. Let's scale this back down a little bit. I think what I want to do is, instead of having a mission on this, I'm going to add a light. Can we make it so that this object does not block light? Is that a thing we can do? Huh. Is that something that we can control in the material? Transmission? Okay, interesting. Not what I'm looking for. Subsurface. Diffuse. What does pass index do? I don't know, but nothing apparently. I mean, ultimately, if it was actually just, maybe that's something we can do on the light. Like, basically, I want this light to not interact with this plane. If that's even possible. I don't know. It's just the thing that I thought I would like. Okay, so the plane. Vertex group, shape keys, attributes, texture space, remesh, color attributes, UV maps, constraints, physics, particles, modifiers, object. Neat. You can do that. Who knew? Shadow linking, light linking. So many things I don't know. It's great. Like, I feel like it would be something I would do on the material. Okay. Alpha there. Oh, maybe a different shader. Translucent BSDF does that, but that breaks everything. Let's go back to shading. I guess the other thing I could do is I could just move. Maybe can I move the light? No, that definitely does not do what I want it to do. If we add a different shader. Okay, transparency without refraction, passing straight through the surface as if there were no geometry. All right, so if we place you here, we delete you. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I feel like... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Now that definitely does something. Let's try a different shader. Boop, boop, boop. Glass BSDF? Yeah, metallic, principal, reflection, specular. What is translucent? A color and normal? Okay. Mix shader. Mix two shaders together. Typically used for material layering. Interesting. Okay. This doesn't seem to be doing what I want. Okay, maybe... What if we just put one light on either side? This is not the best place to be doing this. Let's look at this view here. 3, I'm at 1. And so we have our point lights here. We have one that's like here. And the other one that is here. Does not exactly do what I want. Wait, oh, I see. I'm not where I thought I was. Is there a way, like, part of the thing is that there shouldn't be shadows casted on the flame image. Like, the shadows from the logs are fine, but can we make it so that the plane does not receive shadows? Or alternatively, can we make the points not create shadows? The latter, yes, definitely. In which case, do we need 2 points? Maybe not. The point of this was really just to have a cool little icon, or to demonstrate doing this. I guess long term, I probably should. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this art style of having the fixed texture like this. First of all, the color of the the light, the power. Interesting. Okay, too much. Wow, that is interesting. Probably want something like, okay, if we do that, I definitely want soft fall off. Maybe we want to move the point up. Okay, I'm already tired of futzing with this. Let's render a thing. There we go, we rendered a thing. Okay, image, save as. This will be fire tower. Okay, and then we go back to Godot. So here's currently what the thing looks like in game. Sure. Okay, and so then what we want to do is we want to go to our config file for the attack speed beacon, which we've decided to represent with this model. We want to go into config, obstacles, attack speed beacon, and we want to replace this icon with firetower.png and crash the game again. I don't know, or the editor again, apparently. Yeah, I don't know why that's happening. Just today. Okay. So let's go find our config again and see if that actually got saved. Yeah, if I just look for beacon, it did not get saved. So let's try that again. Quick load, fire tower, save. Okay, so now when I run the game, we go to our test scenario, and now we can see we have the icon for the fire tower, which you can place in the world, and it both. The lighting is kind of weird. Huh. Oh, so when I saved the file, so first of all, let's move point into setup. There we go. So when we save the file, we want to do it in such a way that the light doesn't come with it, because we want the light to be what we configure in Godot. We'll have to quit and restart, I think. And crash Godot again, I guess. Every save. Well, not every save, but I think every time I save externally and it reloads the, like, re-imports the asset, and then I try to save, it seems to want to crash. I think after this, maybe I'll try to do a next update. Okay, so let's see how that looks. Okay, did we not re-import? Okay, we have the plane, but we don't want that plane. Let's hide that so that's not imported. And that'll re-import, right? Because we've already manually added our animated sprite, so we don't want that plane from our. So the plane was just for the icon. In fact, a thing that I could do here is we could definitely make another collection called icon. Move the plane into that, and we can also move the point light into that, and then we can turn those off separately and save and re-import. So, and then as soon as I save, Control S crashes. That's annoying. Okay, well, lunch is here, so I think we're gonna find someone to raid it out to. Let's just look at this really briefly. Did we? Yeah, okay, so now we no longer have the weird lighting. We do get light from this, which is cool. That appears to coincidentally be the range of the tower. So here we go. Except now it's not, because we put a range amplifier, and the range amplifier is stack effect, as you can see. And then we can put a think 4 is our damage turret, our damage amplifier, and then we can put a turret. Yeah, okay. All right, anyway, okay, so we are going to close out all of this. And we'll remember, so I have that open pull request where I'm doing this work on the Nom Defense repo. Yeah, it's definitely progress. We made unique models, some unique models. I think we have one more to do, right? So we did the range amplifier, and we did the attack speed tower. There was one more that we'll need to do. Okay, that's some of that is not true. And rename some things. Okay, so I'll keep on pushing to this pull request. We have another game dev stream, not tomorrow morning, but the morning after. And then we'll go back to web dev for Wednesday and Thursday. But for now, I'm going to say thanks so much for the follow, Bartholomew and Dudimus. Thank you for coming by and hanging out for a bit. And we're going to figure out who we're going to raid. So I should switch to my outro scene. Yeah, all right. Need to hurry up. My food is getting cold. So...